Hey, Brown Beauties. Welcome to Well Honestly, the podcast, sponsored by Brown Women Wellness. I'm Andretta, a functional nutrition wellness coach.
And I'm Akila. We are your mother-daughter hosts, bringing two different generations together weekly to educate you on all things related to health, nutrition, financial, and mental wellness during these changing times.
Once we know what choices we have, we can do better because we know the struggle to stay healthy is real.
We invite you to come as you are, but leave inspired to become your best healthy self. So let's get started.
Hey. Ask me how I'm doing.
Now, ask me how I'm doing.
How are you doing?
I am happy.
How you doing?
I
said she's happy.
You
She said she's happy.
I'm going to adopt it in this manner and not the way you was trying to tell me weeks ago.
You got to have a little enthusiasm in your voice when you say it, not just I am happy. It had to be
I don't talk. I'm happy.
Yeah,
It's not.
I am happy.
Okay.
Make it sound believable. Okay.
You want me to say it? You want me to make it sound believable? Like, it's too many rules and regulations to this whole thing.
I want you to believe it when you say it.
All
okay, all right. You got to sound
We'll
it
try
anyway.
it again. How are you?
I am happy.
Oh, girl. Can you yell it any more?
It's your man. Anyway. Hello to our audience out there.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Y'all know we clowning today a little bit on episode 73.
Wow.
Yes, it keeps going. And I promise you, when you guys come back next time after this episode, Keela has made a suggestion that we do some things on mental health.
Yes.
And mental wellness.
Yes.
And so we're going to do some research and find some great mental health series. We'll have a 2-part mental health series.
We'll do more than 2 parts. But listen.
I'm talking episode 74 and 75.
Yeah, but listen, if you guys have suggestions on what we should talk about, email us, info@brownwellness.com.
I don't know why they don't email us like they should.
I don't know. People don't want to reach out and say hi.
No, but they be listening.
But y'all should say hi to us, though.
Say hello.
Make this more interactive.
Let us know you're out there. You know?
Is we talking to ourselves?
Well, it sounds like it. Can you imagine this is the way radio disc jockeys sound? You know, they got to be in the audience and then all of a sudden they become number one and they be like,
how?
Right. I don't see nobody.
How do you measure
but
it?
You'd be surprised as who's listening.
Okay.
All
right. So this episode for today is all about Did You Know?
Yeah, this is our famous Did You Know? This particular one, I looked at it, it spikes up every time we do a Did You Know episode. So
yeah,
here is a Did You Know?
All right. So the first, did you know that Febreze contains over 80 known toxic chemicals, including, I'm not going to say any of these names, but let me just tell you this. Some of them cause cancer and reproductive issues. Some of them ingredients contain chemical toxins that impact your nervous system and irritate your nervous system. Yeah. Some cause hormone disruption. Yeah. Some are linked to allergies and skin and eye irritations. And also, some of them are linked to cancers in animal studies.
So let me get this straight. I remember when Febreze first came out.
I do too.
And I remember everybody thought it was the answer to all of our odor problems. Okay. I mean,
that's funny.
I mean, we took it and we were spraying it. I think I remember spraying it on everything that I could find. Then they started going, well, you can do a Febreze on your sofa or on your couch. So now we laying on the stuff, okay? Mm-hmm. We done sprayed it in everything that we lay on because we're trying to get rid of these, especially dog odors, you know. We were trying to get rid of all the pet odors and stuff. And so we had Febreze. I mean, I remember spraying up my house. And I remember also a little cloud lingering after I sprayed it. This is a little cloud, but didn't think anything of it, you know. I'm like, oh, it's just a little cloud, but my house smells clean. Well, now we know we just killing ourselves.
And also, it kind of goes back to when we talked about in the past, like those candles from Bath and Body Works.
Same thing.
It's releasing the same type of chemicals and odors and things like that.
Yes.
Personally speaking, and we'll get into our healthier alternatives in a second, but I would implore people to research. There are a lot of small businesses that like cater to natural home diffusers and home sprays and stuff like that. Like, you don't always have to go into Target and go straight to the home section and get Febreze. Like, you can, venture online, Etsy. Some people actually make these room diffusers and sprays with good products, and they smell fantastic. I am known for finding really good home diffusers and sprays and getting them. So just try that out
So
too.
talk about diffusers. What are they?
So diffuser basically it can be an oil-based diffuser. It can
What
be
does it look? We don't have a picture of a diffuser,
well,
but
diffusers look like a lot of different things, but basically what a diffuser is that you.
for people out there that don't know, because some people just don't even know what a diffuser
So
is.
a diffuser basically is where you will literally put oil. It could be an essential oil. It could
There we
be
go. We got some up.
yeah, it could be an essential oil. Typically, it is an essential oil. Then they have some people where they make their own oils, like mix them together, and then basically oil based. Drop it
Some
into the
water
diffuser,
and
add
water.
water,
Right.
turn on the diffuser, and what happens is that the diffuser mists and sprays the oil and the water into the air,
Right.
and it permeates. And depending on the smells that you use,
I
like right
love
now at my
diffusers.
house, right now when I left, I had peppermint, eucalyptus, and chamomile on the
Okay.
diffuser. So when I get home, I'm stepping into relaxation, honey.
Yeah.
Because those essential oils have are known to calm the mind, the body. You can have some that will wake you up. You can have
Right.
some that will
Right.
put you to sleep or keep
Right.
you focused.
Right.
So just whatever you want to diffuse, you can diffuse it, and your house will smell
And
fantastic.
if you don't have a diffuser, just take your bottle, get you a spray bottle, put a little vinegar and some water in it. Yeah, oh no,
Vinegar.
yeah, a little vinegar, and then you add the essential oil in there. You can make your
What?
own.
Let
It's a
me.
spray bottle.
Wait a minute.
This is
Hold on.
this is for
Flag
my
on the play.
this is for my Febreze
No,
people
no, I
that
got it. But
spray.
this is my question. Have you noticed they use vinegar for
Because
everything?
vinegar will work on
Why am I
everything.
spraying the air with vinegar and
Because
essential?
vinegar is fine. Because listen, the
It's gonna
vinegar.
smell like vinegar.
No. The vinegar, you put the essential oil and the water in there. You got to have the right ingredients. And we have a little formula on this, and you'll see it in our show notes, where you put a fourth a cup of white vinegar in a bottle. You mix it with a half a cup of water, 1.5 cup of water, and then you add about 20 to 30 drops of essential oil, and you mix it up real good, and you spray it. It's gonna smell like the essential oil kilo, not not the vinegar. Okay,
Well, y'all
and
try it out. Let me
it's
know.
gonna cleanse the air. But again, you know if you don't have a diffuser, I think they cost around about $20.
Some of them cost that. Some of them cost
Yeah.
more or less.
Yeah, and you can get a diffuser and do the same thing with just water and the essential oils. But my point,
Room
our
sprays.
point is, we want to get rid of Febreze, because in anything chemical oriented that's messing up your house. I tell you another one I that everybody uses a lot now too is that little lavender color one. What's the name of it that smells so good? It's lavender color. It's my cleaning people were using it, and I had to stop them from using it. Oh man, I
Mm.
cannot think of the name of it. Everybody knows about it. It's a it's a lavender cleanser. Gosh, I can't think of the name of it. Oh man.
Mm.
If I say the name, everybody will know it. It's
Mm.
dang on it. It's gonna bug me until I come back with it.
Well, you figure that out,
I'll come back
and
and find it later, because
then.
if I don't find it, I'm gonna be worried to death. Okay,
But
we're going to
the point is, y'all stay away from chemical based room air fresheners and go
somebody's out there
toward
shouting the
the
word,
word. They
because
probably
they
are.
know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
but
about.
y'all know, stay
Yeah.
away from all of that and go towards a more DIY, not even DIY, just a more cleaner approach to making everything smell good.
All right, the next one. Now, this one right here blew me away. I had no idea. You know how you're a child. Well, not even when you're a child. As you grow older, everybody gets wisdom teeth. Okay. I mean, I was so shocked by, I'm sorry, root canals. They are doing root canals now. Dentists will do a root canal on you in 2 seconds. All right. And I know somebody that had a root canal at the age of 11 years old.
Mm.
They did a root canal on this child. Little did we know that root canals are associated with a lot of problems down the road. A lot of the autoimmune diseases, a lot of even cancer and musculoskeletal diseases are coming from the root, coming from the dangerous toxins that are produced by the root canal. Because here's what happened with root canals. I found this out. I talked to my dentist about it when I was there, and he said, what happens is, look at the name, root canal. He said a lot of dentists you can't get the whole thing out. You're gonna leave something in there, and then they cover it up. And those things that are so that it leaves some of the poison toxins in your gum, and it goes into your bloodstream. That's why root canals can be very, very dangerous if not done correctly. Okay. So they produce toxins in your bloodstream. So you have to make sure that you take care of your teeth so you don't need a root canal. That's pretty much what you need to do.
I still have my wisdom teeth. I've never had a root canal.
Yeah, and people take them out like it ain't nothing.
Well, sometimes your wisdom teeth can grow out.
A lot of issues come with it, but again, you have to have a conversation with your doctor about how they're removing your root canal, how they taking the wisdom tooth out, and making sure that they don't leave any in there. And you'd be surprised how many does. I talked to my dentist about this, and so he gave me an alternative for taking care of your teeth, and I was shocked when he gave it to me. I was like, "What? Wheatgrass." Yeah, he said gargle.
What do you mean? Gargle with wheatgrass?
He said take the powder, mix a little teaspoon up with water. He said and make a mouthwash. He said make a mouthwash up and you spit it out. He said your teeth gonna be green, but no, you rinse it real good. He said this will keep your teeth healthy. I was shocked. He said wheatgrass was an alternative.
It got to be other alternatives out there, but
it might be. But I know that wheatgrass. I haven't tried it yet. Because I
won't be trying that.
I don't have no teeth to take out for a root canal because they're all gone already. But those people out there, I got some people out there that swear by wheatgrass. I know wheatgrass.
No, I know wheatgrass is fine. Gargling with wheatgrass. He didn't say
gargle it. He said rinse. Not gargle, rinse.
Switching it around?
And then spitting it out.
I believe I have a wheatgrass intolerance, personally speaking.
Well, wheatgrass don't taste good.
No, it's not even that. Like, I get nauseous after I take wheatgrass.
Well, there are a lot of
drinking it, I get nauseous.
Well, there are a lot of different kinds of wheatgrass. Some wheatgrass is grown. The wheatgrass that is grown in the sun is the same. I did a whole study on wheatgrass, and that's a whole nother subject, but I know why you get nauseous. There are some wheatgrasses that will not make you nauseous, and we'll talk about that one day.
Okay.
All right. The next one is, oh Lord.
So listen.
What?
Listen.
What?
I have a bone to pick with this.
Why?
Because it just got on the scene.
I know. That's why I put it up here.
And I feel like
that's what I know. Because whenever something gets real popular,
yeah,
you always know that there's something else wrong. Because all of a sudden, anytime there's a fad and everybody start using it, what do they do to it?
They ruin it.
Thank you.
So listen, what we're talking about is what I love personally, which is oat milk. And how oat milk, these popular oat milk brands, are not healthy.
Because they're using canola oil. And canola oil is a highly refined GMO. And it causes inflammation in the body. So read your labels. Now, there are some clean oat milks out there. I found one. It's a really clean one. But they don't have to advertise it if it's only a small percentage. That's why it's not on the label, you guys. That's what's so scary, that the FDA will allow them to use these ingredients and not put them on the label if they only contain a small percentage of a certain ingredient. But most of them got highly refined GMO canola oil. It'll say it. They come under different disguises of names. Just be careful. All right? All right, go to the next one. That hurts my heart.
So this one is interesting because I knew this and I always forget about it until it's mentioned again. But did you know that most tea is not washed and or cleansed before it is put into the bag? So what does that mean? That means that the tea is sprayed with pesticides because, yes, in order to get tea, the flowers, the herbs, those things have to grow somewhere. And when anything grows, especially in the earth, you can best believe that pesticides are going to be a part of that. Yeah. So these teas are sprayed with pesticides, and those pesticides that are sprayed on the tea is going directly into your cup. You are drinking legitimate pesticide juice. It's nuts to me, okay? So many of these non-organic teas, they've been tested and they've shown to have super high pesticide levels. And this is why they always stress organic teas, because whenever you're talking about organic, the pesticide regulations come into effect.
Yeah.
And from there, you can kind of have a gauge. While it may not be perfect, but you can have a way better gauge of knowing what you're drinking versus non-organic, especially teas.
Yeah, think about it. You just put your tea bag in the water. You're buying a flavored tea, and you're not thinking about the tea bag. Oh, there's some examples right there.
And pesticides, just so y'all know.
And Lipton is famous for it. Hello,
Yeah,
Lipton.
and they actually made a girl. Don't get us. Don't get yourself.
They not listening right now. We're too little for them.
Yeah, but yeah, pesticides, y'all, are not good. I think we all know pesticides aren't good. I think that was one of the first things that became like popular about like what an issue is pesticides. So we don't have to go into what a pesticide is, and if you don't know, please Google that. But your conventional teas, your Liptons, the Bigelows, even some of the Twinings. Did you put that on there?
He put it up there. There's Twinings.
But Twinings, it has, well, let me just say this. Anything that's not organic.
Yeah,
that should be your rule of thumb when it comes to tea.
Yep.
If it's not organic, do not drink it.
Yep.
Just because it looks cute in that package and it's all flowery and, health. No.
Yep.
Okay? You want to stick to more, like I said, the yogi teas, and it'll say organic traditional medicines tea, reishi.
Yeah.
Do that. Do a favor to yourself.
Yeah, the problem is the GMOs, so that's what the real problem is.
Speaking of, did you know the difference between a GMO versus a non-GMO?
No, tell us, because most people don't know what GMO even stands for.
GMO is a genetically modified organism.
Okay.
Basically saying genetically modified, genetics, it was grown, it was made, it was manufactured to be something that is not of nature. It's not natural. It's in a lab. Okay. What happens with your body, because your body is made of natural things. It is a natural being. Anytime you start to introduce too much of something that is not made from the earth into your body, it becomes toxic to a natural thing, which is your body. So a GMO over time will break you down. So when you see those non-GMO labels and you see all that good stuff, that's because someone has taken the time to say, okay, we're going to use naturally made ingredients so that this can go into your naturally made body so that you can sustain your health. So GMOs are filled with pesticides, herbicides, antibiotics, believe it or not. And I think we all know this. When you take antibiotics when you don't need to, your body becomes resistant. And antibiotic use when you're not supposed to also can have the exact opposite effect of what an antibiotic is supposed to do. So that you got sewage sludge.
Now that one got me, sewage sludge. I saw the sewage sludge. I was like, yuck.
Rat poisoning is in some of these GMO products. Like, it gets deep. So you have that, and then you have USDA organic. Something can be USDA organic and still have a GMO. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
It has to have both. You have to see the non-GMO label, and you also have to see the USDA organic. You cannot assume because it's organic, it's not a GMO. That's not true.
That's crazy.
Right?
Right.
So when it says USDA organic, that means that there are no pesticides, no Roundup, no sewage sludge, no antibiotics, no rat poisoning. They took the time. This is why organic products are going to be more expensive, because it's a more strenuous process. Think about it like this. It's easy to put pesticides on things to stop growth, your food from spoiling. It has to get from the farm to the refrigerator. So what we're going to do, we're just going to put the growth thing on it to keep it fresh. It's easy. One and done.
I'm going to tell you, the biggest thing that GMO is used on, you guys, is corn and soy.
Yeah.
And they put corn and soy in everything because it's cheap.
Yeah. So when you get organic, it takes a bit more of a process.
Right.
And that process, you're going to have to pay for that.
Right.
So it's like, which one do you want? Do you want long-term benefits or long-term, or do you want a short-term effect?
Right.
It comes down to that.
All right. So when we come back, we'll talk about our swap for today.
All right.
All right. Brown Women Wellness mission is to empower brown women and their families through education and products to help improve their family health and wellness through a lifestyle of easy and actionable steps. I'm Andretta Robinson, functional nutrition wellness coach. In 2008, I was diagnosed with an early stage of cancer. My doctor wanted to remove my womb as a cure, but I was determined there had to be another way. After lots of research, I found a curable alternative, forcing my doctor to treat it without any surgery. And in 2018, I was visiting my aunt in Atlanta after having lost my mother to heart disease and saw her health was in distress with high blood pressure and all things related. A visit to the health food store to formulate herbal teas, which is now called Brown Women Wellness Anti-Inflammation Tea, and a diet and lifestyle change turned my aunt's health around. I knew I had found my calling. We bring you healthy lifestyle information through our Brown Women Wellness website, our Brown Women Wellness Facebook group,
emails, Instagram, and other social media websites, and our Well Honestly podcast. Find us. You'll be glad you did.
That's on you.
All right. So today's swap, which is basically don't change the menu, just change the ingredients. So,
all right.
Your Snickers, your Reese cups, your
those peppermint patties.
Ugh. All of those things, right? Which
Right.
are probably fire. I actually hate peppermint anything in food, but whatever. All of those things that people love, right? We know it's not good for you. We just eat it because we're used to it.
If you ever read the back of a Snickers bar, it will drive you insane. I think there are about 20 ingredients in Snickers.
Yeah, I mean it's a Snickers.
It's like, good though.
Yeah,
it's good.
As
a child, we all had it.
But I say all that to say, why not try an alternative to that, right? That is just as tasty with less sugar. So there is a company called Unreal. And it's literally just, that's what it's called. If you Google Unreal chocolate, it'll come right up. Unreal promotes less sugar. All right. You can read the ingredients on the back of the labels. It's gluten-free. It's GMO, non-GMO, excuse me. And there's some other kind of stuff that they have on their label that they promote.
And I see it doesn't. It's less sugar and it's not sweetened with that corn syrup or those sugar alcohols too.
Right. And so they have alternatives for Snickers bars. They have alternatives for Reese's cup. They have alternatives for those peppermint or not even peppermint patties, but I forget the name of the chocolate.
So
but
they're using,
you'll know it.
They're using coconut. I see.
Yes, and I've had it and I love it. It tastes bomb. To me, I can't taste the difference, but they use dark chocolate. They use cocoa butter, vanilla extract, organic peanuts, organic cane sugar, organic palm oil, organic peanut flour, organic blue agave inulin, sea salt, sunflower lectin. See, if I can say all these ingredients,
it's clean.
You know what I mean?
It's clean.
Again, you can still have your candies and your things.
Eat it too, huh?
But just eat something that's a little bit on the healthier side. Obviously, if you have a peanut allergy, this is a no-go. But it's really, really good. And it's 8 grams of carbs per one snack size. They're all snack size. Like it's really good, y'all. You can find Unreal.
I think I've seen it in Whole Foods.
Yeah, I've seen it in Whole Foods. I've seen it in Target, and some health food stores. I'm gonna tell you what's the best one to me though. The Snickers one, the Unreal Snickers bar. They don't call it a Snickers. I forget what they call it.
Is it a dark chocolate coconut bar?
No, it's
It's got peanuts.
that dark chocolate coconut bar is the replace I don't know what it's. Oh, it's
Almond
called
Joy.
Yes, that's it. That's it. The Snickers one is like the dark chocolate caramel peanut nougat bar. They don't have no real names for these, y'all.
Okay.
But let me tell you something. Fire and desire. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I was addicted to them.
I am going to have to try.
It's so good that it's not even available on the website and nowhere else. It's good. But yeah, y'all. And then they have replacements for M&Ms.
Okay.
They have replacement for all of that stuff. It's good, y'all. Just trust me on that. That's your swap for the day.
All right. With that, we're going to wrap up the show. Where can they find us, Keela?
You know where you can find us, Brown Women Wellness, on all social media platforms. Well, honestly, the podcast on social media platforms. Email us with questions, suggestions, comments, info@brownwomenwellness.com. One of these days, I would really like to get our listeners actually in the episode of the podcast.
Hey, I'm wide open for it.
So yeah, just email us and then don't be afraid to say hi.
Yep. Hello.
And join the Facebook group, the private Facebook group.
Yep. Find us at Brown Women Wellness on Facebook, in the group. All right.
All right, guys. Until next time.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Well Honestly, the podcast. If you want to know more about us and our products, check us out over on our website at brownwomenwellness.com. And remember, ladies, we are not doctors, and any information shared by us is not medical advice. Always follow your doctor's advice.
And don't forget to rate and review our podcast and let us know what you loved about this week's episode. And please subscribe to wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Feel free to email us and let us know what you would like to hear more of from us. Don't be afraid to say hi. We'll say hi right back to you.
Don't forget to find us across all social platforms at Brown Women Wellness. As As always, show notes with the links to what we talked about today in this week's episode will be in the description box below. Thanks for listening.